Hey guys, and welcome back to Pokemon Fab 5. I'm your host, Swami, and today I am bringing you guys the week number 9 battle for the NPA Season 3. I am taking on the 2-5 Hampshire Haunters, led by GoffiesEnigma, a good friend of mine. So basically, this week we are doing something very different. So I'm going to start from the top, technically. It's not the top, but you're going to see it here. We're running a Trick Room team this week. It is a fast mode, slow mode, because we do have Excadrill with the Sand Rush, but this is important because his team is ridiculously fast. Has a Crobat base 130, Miltank base 100, Manaphy base 100, Mane base 105, Durant 109, Meowstic 104, and Frostlass 110. The only Pokemon that have reasonably slow speeds are Piloswine at 50, Aromatisse, which is dirt slow, Venusaur, which is 80, but with Chlorophyll can still become massively fast, and Volcanion, which hits like just an absolute truck anyway. So basically, because of that, I didn't want to try and compete with speed. I wanted to go the opposite direction and take advantage of bulk. And I think that's why I went with this team specifically. So we're going to start things off with Mew. It's going to be a bulky special sweeper, 252 HP, 252 special attack with a quiet nature, so boosting special attack, lowering speed, Trick Room, Psychic, Flamethrower, and Nasty Plot, and the Psychic has Psychinium Z. Based on this Mew set can just nuke a lot of things. Let me see exactly what Volcanion can do. With choice specs, it gets basically one shot with no bulk from a Shattered Psyche, does 50% otherwise, but let's say this was an Assault Vest version. Then the Z-move would do 64 to 76%, which puts it in just about range for Psychic to take it out on the next turn, but if we are at +2 because of Nasty Plot, even an Assault Vest Volcanion ain't surviving that. So it's one of those things that this Mew has a lot of potential to it. We're running a lot of Flamethrowers because of Durant. It is a huge threat to our team, probably the biggest threat, in my opinion, outside of Volcanion, just because Volcanion's powerful, even though Excadrill can deal with it pretty well. So next up we have our Tyranitar. It is rocking Thunder Punch, Crunch, Rock Slide, and Flamethrower. Like I said, a lot of Flamethrower this week. We have no special attack investment, but it doesn't matter because Tyranitar, with this set, dealing with any Durant, even with a reducing nature, it could kill 2 of them without a boosting item. And I'm rocking a Brave Nature, so boosting attack, lowering speed. Thunder Punch is for Manaphy and Volcanion. Crunch is for Frostlass and for the Meowstic. Rock Slide's also for Volcanion. Probably should use that instead of Thunder Punch because it does more damage. And Flamethrower is something that I can use against a Venusaur as well. Because I'm not actually lowering my special attack, this actually can do a decent amount of damage. If it's not a bulky Venusaur, Flamethrower can do about 50% at most, and Crunch will do about 58%. But I'm not expecting a non-bulky Venusaur. That's just not logical. So next up, we have Randall the Kecleon, and he's rocking Drain Punch, Shadow Sneak, Thunder Punch knockoff with an Expert Belt, 252 HP, 252 Brave Nature, so another speed-reducing Pokemon. And this is the idea that we're really just going to try to rule throughout Trick Room. If he brings Mane Xiao, I believe he's led it every time, so I'm going to probably leave Mew because I can take pretty much anything from him. If I want to just double-check that. Pro Mew versus a Mane Xiao. Yeah, knockoff would do at most 34% because I do have the Psychinium Z, so he can't actually knock it off. Psychic would take it out, and if he wants to U-turn into Durant, then with Trick Room up, he's just absolutely in deep trouble. So that's why I have Mew here for that. Next up, we have CH4, the Weezing, Will-O-Wisp, Pain Split, Sludge Bomb, Flamethrower. Pretty standard set, Sludge Bomb to hit the Aromatisse hard, Will-O-Wisp just to try to cripple Durant or Mane Xiao or any of his other physical attackers, maybe Miltank, even though it can carry Heal Bell. Next up, we have Undercover, which is our Excadrill. Very standard in terms of what set we're running. 196 speed, 252 attack, so we hit 146 in the sand. We outspeed everything except for I'm not positive exactly. I know that we outspeed, I think we outspeed minimum or maximum speed Volcanion with this set, without the sand. I don't remember exactly what I set that up for, but I had a good reason for it, believe me, to go, it actually might have been to outspeed, no, it couldn't have been for Crobat, because that hits 300 with a choice scarf. 134, I don't know. Oh, it was probably Venusaur. Venusaur probably hits 145. Max speed Venusaur. Yeah. So it's to outspeed max speed Venusaur outside of the stand, and it's to basically outspeed everything except for Choice Scarf Crobat in the sand, and Crobat really can't touch us anyway. Earthquake, Rock Slide, Iron Head, Sword Stance, decent bolt. And lastly, we have Ghost Toast the Rotom. It's Thunderbolt, Overheat, Volt Switch, and Trick with the choice specs. And this is a 172 HP, 108 special attacking Rotom, and it is designed to outspeed max speed Volcanion. So that's it for the team introductions. And without further ado, let's jump right into the battle. Okay, so taking a look at his team, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to, let's see, predicting, before we jump into it, I'm going to expect the Volcanion, the Miltank, the Manaphy, the Mainshao, the Durant, and the Venusaur. Those are the 6 mons that I'm expecting. I could see Meowstic, I could see Frostlass. I don't really think Crobat fits well here because we have so many Pokemon that can hit hard. I mean, maybe it's to deal with Volcarona, which could be an interesting tech. We have to keep in mind that Volcanion is water absorbed, but we don't have any water-type Pokemon. So that kind of eliminates its primary ability, which is really cool. I want to see exactly how much Excadrill does, but before I do that, I just wanted to make a point that Manaphy's Surf, if it's timid with Waterium Z, is a 4-hit KO on my Tyranitar. Yeah. Assault Vest, near max HP, 27 to 33% without an item. With a Life Orb, it is a 3-hit guaranteed. And if we go back to the Waterium Z, and we make it a Z move, it does 53%, so he couldn't two-shot us anyway, unless he Tail Glows, and if he was at +3, then the Surf still can't kill us, 67-81%, but the Hydro Vortex will. So that's how far things have to go for him to be able to take out this Tyranitar with his Manaphy. If he is something like Choice Scarf, which I could see, that I don't have to worry about the Hydro Vortex, but let's say he was Specs. Because this is a really fun set. Specs 40. It's a guaranteed. It's a guaranteed 3-hit with choice specs on this Manaphy. If he's Modest, which I doubt he would be, it's not a guaranteed 3. It's a 62% chance to 2-hit. But that's crazy. So let's write down what he has. Good luck to you, Goffies. And oh man, no Volcanion. Oh dear. Okay. I like this. So, Venusaur. No Mainshao either. Meowstic. Durant. Miltank. Manaphy. And Crobat. So Durant is an issue because it hits really, really hard. Let's assume it's Choice Scarfed, because I think that's probably the direction that he wants to go in. Taking a look at Mew, X-Scissor could do a ton of damage to us. But how about to Wheezing? Okay, so I think I'm going to lead with Mew, because if we can get that Trick Room going, then we're going to be set. I have to be careful of Meowstic because it can, of course, go for screens, and it can also have Encore, among other things. But this is the male Meowstic, so it does not have competitive, it has Prankster instead. I'm ready to go, and this is going to be really exciting. Like I said, look at the speed on his team. all but Venusaur is over base 100 speed, or is at base 100 speed or higher. And for us, we have nothing of notice for speed. And it's intentional, outside of Excadrill. So, we'll see exactly what he wants to go for to lead. I'm expecting it's going to be like Meowstic. We lead with Mew, which can't do too much to Meowstic. Oh, it's going to be the Crobat. Nice! So I'm expecting a U-turn here. And I'm going to go for the Trick Room early. There's no way that he stays in, unless he's trying to get damage off, but Mew can take a hit or two. Crobat, I mean, Brave Bird can do some. There's the U-turn. Nice. So, as expected, that did a good amount of damage, 127. 61%. So, this is a Adamant. Has to be Adamant. It might be Banded. And in comes the Meowstic. Okay. Which I'm okay with. As we set up the Trick Room nice and early. So, Meowstic male, which is probably dual screens, is going to be a pain in the ass to deal with. But I think we can start setting up on him. I'm worried about Encore, though. So, I think what we should do is we should go into Rotom. Yeah, I think Rotom's the right play here. Don't want to get locked into anything, and if he goes for a screen, by all means, he might go for Thunder Wave or Yawn or something, who knows. He goes for the Light Screen. Okay. So he has nothing to resist a Choice Specs Thunderbolt, but with the screen up, because the screens were expected in this capacity. Light Screen, not a lot. Not a lot at all. A Trick might come out. That would be pretty cool. Throwing Choice Specs onto this thing. Let's go for it. Goes for the Reflect. Nice! So at least we cripple his Screen Mon and we get the Light Clay. Yeah. Oh, we got a Heat Rock. Oh, it's Chlorophyll. Oh, tricky, tricky. Now he's locked into something. So, I'm going to go for the Volt Switch, or he's going to be locked into something. Does he have Encore? Dual screens, probably not. Probably has an attacking move, but it's not Light Clay, which is good. We at least crippled this thing, and now Rotom is carrying a Heat Rock, which has no value to us whatsoever. But I'm okay with that. So, Venusaur is probably going to be Chlorophyll. I don't think it would have been anything else anyway. What comes in? It's going to be the Miltank. Interesting choice. That didn't do too much. So with Miltank on the field, I think we're going to go into Randall the Kecleon. So Miltank is very defensive, but it might be built specially defensively, and it has leftovers. So the screens are up. 2 more turns of Light Screen, 3 more turns of Reflect, 1 more turn of Trick Room. So I'm going to go for the Drain Punch here. And if he switches out, by all means, I can go for like a Shadow Sneak or something. But no reason to over-predict here early. He's kind of dancing around. He doesn't have much offensive presence at the moment. Manaphy and Durant seem like the main two. I guess Venusaur probably is an offensive set if he's rocking the Chlorophyll Heat Rock type of deal. But He does withdraw what comes in. It's going to be the Crobat. Okay. So, that's no issue. So we get to see if there's an item on this Crobat. Dimensions turn to normal, so we don't see an item. So I'm assuming it's going to be banded, and I'm going to go into Wheezing. I don't think a U-turn here would make too much sense, but probably depends on how much he views Randall as being a threat to his team. But Light Screen is about to run out, so I can't really complain there. If I go into Wheezing, I can safely Will-O-Wisp, because he doesn't have any fire types. We'll see exactly how much this Brave Bird does. Oh, it's U-turn. Okay, that's no problem. I guess this is an opportunity for Manaphy to come in. Yeah. And I'm not going to let this adorable thing set up on me. But the Light Screen does wear off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into my Tyranitar and see if I can catch him by surprise. As we go fast mode here, I think we can start doing some massive damage, but it's tough. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. He's probably gonna Tail Glow. He set up the sand, and he goes for a Calm Mind. That's not the set I expected, but I'm more than okay with it. So let's see, at +1, what does Manaphy do to my... Oh, he's Leftovers! Oh no. Okay, that takes out all of the potential frustration that I could have. Leftovers, +1 to a Assault Vest Tyranitar. Yeah, no. We're still gonna nuke this thing. We're gonna go for a Thunder Punch here. Rain Dance! Ooh! Cheeky. Now he actually could kill me. But a Thunder Punch will come out and will do a good amount of damage to him. So he has a couple hard weather counters. That did less than expected. So this is a very bulky Manaphy. Probably a defensive set. I'm going to go back into Kecleon. No point in taking a hit from him. Goes for the Scald, which, for all intents and purposes, does a lot. Does not pick up the burn, though. And if we lose Kecleon here, we lose Kecleon here. I'm not upset about that. Thunder Punch, let's hope that he overpredicts here. No, he just goes for the Scald. Okay, so Manaphy takes out my Kecleon. Okay. At +1, I don't think I can take this thing out with a Psychinium Z. No, not even close. I think I have to go back into Tyranitar. Scald still couldn't KO Tyranitar, by the way. I don't think it can. In the rain, no, it can't. So it's going to outspeed us, but if he goes for another Rain Dance, then fine. Goes for the Rain Dance, easy. Easy mode, we're going to be able to take this thing out, hopefully. We're kind of pussyfooting around right now, which is fine. That's not enough. This is a really bulky Manaphy. My goodness. So if it has this much bulk to it, what exactly could it do? How much would it do to Mew in the rain? Enough. Tyranitar's too important. He has me pinned at the moment, but once I get rid of Manaphy, it's pretty much safe. Goes for the rest. So this is a rest sleep talk Manaphy? Only has one attacking move? I don't know if I agree with that play. Oh, it's hydration. Oh man, that's crazy. Oh, this is gonna be a that's not good. Goffies might have me here. Yeah, no, I can't touch this thing. Oh. Rest, Scald, Calm Mind, and Hydration. It's an interesting set. I guess we can see how much this is going to do to the Weezing. Is he max? No. Okay, that did 55 is left. So that did 69%? Oh, this thing has no special attack investment. That's strange. There's no way it should have done that little in the rain. But he's going to take out Weezing. So I'm going to have to go for a Trick Room here with Mew. Trick Room is my only option at the moment, so I can start to... So now I know that I can absorb a hit from this thing. I don't know what set it is. I don't understand how it could do so little damage. Unless it's an HP that has 0, I have no idea. A little crazy, but Goffies' team is... It's not a bad team at all. It's just, it's a tough team to deal with. And this is a bulky Manaphy, so... It must be a defensive one. Because Thunder Punch did way too little to it. Speed might be there to creep, but it's not worth risking it at the moment. A Shattered Psyche will do a lot, but goes for the Scald. No burn. So Mew's at 61%, and now he's down to 19. So he's at 9%. And the only logical thing I can do here is go for a Shattered Psyche on this Manaphy. Like I said, he has me on the ropes at the moment, which is not ideal. So we know he screens, we know left tank, Miltank has leftovers, Manaphy has leftovers. We have yet to see the Venusaur or the Durant, and that's just... I'm not fond of this position right now. Okay, so here comes the Psychinium Z from Mew. This shouldn't do too much. I mean, it should do maybe half at most. He's at +1, so... Okay, about half. Goes for the Rain Dance, though. This is not fun. I'm gonna go for the Nasty Plot. I'm assuming he's gonna go for Rest. Love that animation, though. Yeah, there's the Rest. I'm assuming he's trying to stall out my Trick Room, as that Hydration Manaphy is just a problem. Gotta go for the Psychic, and if I get a special attack, special defense drop, then I think Rotom can kill it. But otherwise, he might actually have just won this match that quickly, which is crazy. Wow. How many turns of Trick Room do I have left? I don't know. Tyranitar is the only logical solution here. He's going to have to rest. He actually can't rest. He's going to have to go for a Rain Dance. I think I have 2 more turns. No, this is the last turn. Shit. I have to go for the Thunder Punch. This should be enough to put it into a range where another one will kill it. But this is our final turn of Trick Room. Okay, goes for the Rain Dance. I can't kill this thing. I physically cannot kill it. That's the end of Trick Room 2. I mean, that's game. I'm going to get 6-0'd because I cannot touch this thing. I don't think any of my Pokemon can survive a hit from it. In the rain? I guess the best thing I could hope for would be like nothing. There's nothing. I can't even paralyze it, I don't think. All status problems, yeah. I guess the only thing I can do would be to go into my... I'll go for a Crunch here. Hope for a defense drop and let Excadrill go for it. A Scald should kill us, though. Or get close. No burn. Here comes a Crunch. That's game. It's over. I can't beat it. I don't know if I like that play, but I guess it makes sense. A defense drop, though, gives me a chance. So that's my win condition at the moment. not win condition, my survival condition. Nope, last game. No drop, no nothing. With the rain gone. Can Excadrill survive one hit outside of the rain? No. And we lack damage output this week, which is my fault in terms of team building. I'm gonna go for the Thunderbolt. It'll probably outspeed us. No, it's slow. So I guess we still have a chance. Is that a crit? No? Okay. We survived though. Ooh. I might be able to take that out with another one. It would be Excadrill versus the world, and Excadrill cannot beat his team. So, if I kill the Manaphy here, great. He withdrew it. Oh, he's preserving the 6-0. You cheeky bastard. In comes the Meowstic. If you're going to give me an opportunity, though, I'm going to take full advantage of it. I'm going to Volt Switch. Okay, this is the opportunity I needed. I doubt I can beat him, because I'm assuming the Durant has superpower, but Excadrill can still do its thing, because actually he's locked in. So now Excadrill could actually potentially get something going here. Going for the Sword Stance. He cannot, I repeat, cannot go for any other move. I'm assuming the Crobat is banded. Venusaur is not going to be faster. Durant is my biggest issue because I know that I'm faster than Manaphy. So now we're without Sand, but Excadrill is still fast. I'm assuming the Miltank is probably carrying something along the lines of a Bold Nature with leftovers. So going for this Sword Stance here gives me a little bit of life. We'll see what if Durant comes in. It is going to be the Miltank. Okay. Well, let's see what this can do versus a Miltank. Can do a lot. If it doesn't have investment, I think I'm going to go for an Iron Head, hope for a flinch. This game's not over. I know I outspeed Manaphy. Crobat's an issue, but at +2, I feel pretty confident. If I were to go for another one, then I definitely could sweep his team. But I don't trust what Crobat has up its sleeve. And Durant is still an issue. You know, it's not like it's a pushover at this point. If it's carrying superpower, I will not be able to win if it hits, because it's probably Rock and Hustle. So an Iron Head flinch would be ideal. Anything else, and I mean, he could be carrying like Earthquake instead of Body Slam, but it's not like he can paralyze me, I think, with Body Slam, because it's, yeah. We'll see what he goes for here, though. Say he goes into Durant. How is that going to take an Iron Head? Not well. Not well. He's not going to throw this game, I don't think. I go for the Iron Head. How much is it going to do? Oh man, that did so much. Come on, flinch. Stealth Rock. Oh, that's to take out my Rotom. Nice. Venusaur. Okay. Going for another Iron Head. Okay. Excadrill kills Miltank. So at this point, there is no alternative. It is Excadrill versus the rest of his team, because Rotom is not going to be able to return upon entry. Is not going to live upon entry. If I were him, I'd probably go into Meowstic here, or to Durant. If he goes into Meowstic and goes for the Reflect, I'm setting up another Sword Stance. If not, then we'll see. Because I know Excadrill now outspeeds Manaphy, I know it outspeeds the Venusaur, the Durant is the issue, and yeah, so right now we're in a bit of a pickle, but this is Kevin, the Durant, okay. So a hit here means that he wins. Otherwise, good game, Goffies. Good game indeed. He hits through the hustle, and we're going to lose 5-0. Crazy. Sometimes that's what happens, though. Never would have expected that Manaphy set. Just, maybe I should have, but... And Rotom dies to Stealth Rocks. Okay, that's a 5-0 victory for Goffies. Okay, so after that, first off, I'm disappointed that we couldn't perform better, but we got painted into a corner really early. As soon as I brought in Weezing, I knew that I had messed up, but you know, that sometimes is what happens. So as of right now, we are 6-2 with a plus 15 differential. That loss hurts. We take on Big Pum Gaming next week, which is going to be an interesting matchup. He has a really good team, and they are contenders for the division. Kyurem Black, Florges, Fortress, etc. But my experiment with Trick Room didn't work. And it didn't work not because of the fact that we... it didn't work because we didn't have enough damage output. If Tyranitar was Life Orb, which it wouldn't have mattered in the end, but I think once we tricked off the choice specs from Rotom, even though it did lock down the Meowstic, it kind of put us behind the 8-ball in terms of damage output as a whole. So let me just see, Manaphy versus that. He was a +1, and 75 to 88%, yeah. Because we did outspeed it, and I was very scared that we wouldn't. But once we got rid of the specs, 48 to 59%. I mean, granted, I didn't know how fast the Manaphy was, but I'm going to ask him right now. You know, 5-0s happen. You can't have a perfect season anyway. We weren't going to have a perfect season because we lost already. But I wanted to try out Trick Room because I wanted to, for a few reasons. One, I wanted to see if it would work. Two, I wanted to see if I could maneuver myself. Okay, so you had no speed investment in Manaphy. 132. Yeah, that's a really awesome set. 236 HP, 252 defense, 20 special defense, Scald, Rain Dance, Rest, and Calm Mind. So I would have outsped him. That's too bad. Let me see exactly what his team was. Okay, so Meowstic had no attacking moves. Dragonium Z Venusaur. That's pretty cool. Sharp Beak Crobat. Adamant Hustle, Choice Scarf, Durant, and then Miltank. So, if we had not switched into Weezing on that U-turn, we would have, not gonna say we would have won, but that lost us the game right there. Because I had no idea what Speed Manaphy was, and we just didn't have a proper way to deal with it. I mean, we had ways to deal with it, but I was not anticipating a bulky set, and one attacking move. I mean, his team was interesting. The fact that he had 2 Mons with only 1 attacking move and 1 that had none. He had some big damage. The Crobat was Infiltrator with Sharp Beak. So, either way, sometimes that happens. I'm not getting down on myself because he just outplayed me. I mean, I don't think the team prep was all that bad, but he just made a really good maneuver with that Manaphy and the Calm Mind plus all of that. I didn't have a way to take it out. The Mew was too slow anyway. Mew was a, let me just send Goffies my sets. Mew hit, what was it, 94? Yeah, so the amount of damage that he was doing in the rain was too much, and the fact that he had manual rain that he could keep setting up. Tyranitar with the Assault Vest was cool in theory, but a bulky set and the fact that he could just keep continuously recovering was too much. So Bulky Water strikes again, but we lose this game 5-0 to GoffiesEnigma. I'm Moonlight Swami, and I'll be talking to you guys next week where hopefully we can redeem ourselves. Peace!